Hi, I'm Niall with Osco Building Products. Today we will demonstrate how to put together your new Ospuller. When you purchase your new Ospuller, it will come together in two boxes. One box will contain the manual farm jack, the other box will contain the back or main frame. It will also have two lower frames, which will be step one of attaching your new Ospuller. You have pulled your frame pieces out of the box, standing the main frame up. You can collect your lower right and left frame pieces. What you can do is take those and just simply slide them in like so. Okay, just to show you. The bolts will require a 3/4 connection. In today's case, I will be using a 3/4 wrench or a 3/4 socket on the end of a drill. Either one will work, or even just a basic crescent wrench. Okay, moving on to step two. Now that the 4 bolts and the frame pieces are put together, we will move on to step two. So you'll have an axle piece. At the lower part of your frame, you will slide this axle piece through these lower holes. Simply grab one of your tires. You have a washer and a cotter pin. So as we near completion of step two, you want to make sure this side of your wheel goes onto the axle, like so. Again, your washer. And as a side note, when placing your cotter pin through the little hole outside of the washer, a tip is to take 2 pliers and you're going to want to bend them back so the cotter pin stays in place over the axle. This side has already been done. I will show you a close-up of what that is. Okay, moving on to step three. Now that the lower frame pieces are attached and put together, as well as the tires. Step three, you will simply take this handle. You will need 2 bolts and 2 nuts. Same 3/4 size as I mentioned before. Simply place your 2 bolts in. Your 2 locking nuts. And again, with a 3/4 socket drive, crescent wrench. Okay, for step 4, you'll want to find your 4 jack support tabs. You'll notice that one part of the tab is longer than the other. This step is very important. What you want to do is when attaching your jack support tabs, you have your upper and lower support tabs, 4 in all that we'll place. You want to make sure the longer part is facing out from your actual main frame. Okay, now the top 2 jack support tabs are in place, and again, making sure the longer portion of the tab is facing out, allowing you to place your manual farm jack in step 5. Now I'm going to attach the lower support jack tabs. One mention is to keep them slightly loose. Do not tighten them down at this point. Go ahead and tighten them just to where the bolt is finger tight, we'll say. Okay, now that I've attached the lower support jack tabs, you'll see the top 2 are on, the bottom 2 are on. One tip is to, like I mentioned before, is to go ahead and leave these loose, allowing for the necessary adjustability for the manual jack when you place it in. Is if you tighten it too tight, it may be hard to get it in. You'll find you'll want to go ahead and loosen it up. So, moving forward to step 5. Okay, as we move on to step 5, which is the final step, you want to find your manual farm jack, your last 2 bolts and nuts. What you'll want to do is line that top hole up with your support tabs. Maybe just give it a slight kick in the bottom. Again, lining it in up top. Placing one of your 2 final bolts through, and then putting the nut on, and we'll hold it in place. Now that the manual farm jack is in place, congratulations, that was step 5. You are almost set and ready to use your new Ospuller. You should take note that this chain piece here came in your package with your new Ospuller, as well as the post clamp. What you want to do to use this post clamp is go ahead and set your chain on, and what you want to do to gain support is run that through your post clamp, but use it in a manner of attaching it like a figure 8, just to grab some extra strength and to keep it from coming undone. So what you'll want to do is, just something like so. And that will get you done. I'm Niall with Ospuller Building Products, and this is how you assemble your new Ospuller.